going on, everybody? This is your Warrior, and today I'm bringing you guys another Photoshop tutorial. Today we're going to be making this starburst effect you see right here. You see this on almost every one of my thumbnails and many other thumbnails in the YouTube community. So this is going to be for you guys, going to teach you how to make a starburst brush effect. But let's get right into the video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make a new document. Whether you use File, New, or Control N, you're going to go ahead and open this up. And I would suggest that you make your thumbnails in 1280 by 720, and because of that, we're going to go ahead and want to make this by 1800 by 1600, so that it's just a little bit bigger than the than your thumbnail, and that way you can kind of move it around in different spots of the thumbnail, and it doesn't need to be dead center every single time. As well, make sure you have on RGB, color, and transparent. So once you have those settings, go ahead and hit OK and create this new document right here. The next thing you guys are going to want to do is navigate over to this gradient tool over here. As well, make sure it's on this black and white gradient, as well as a linear gradient. Then you're going to go ahead to the top of the screen and drag down to the bottom, making a line, as you can see here. And that's going to make a nice gradient for you. We're a third of the way there, guys, so keep sticking in. If you've liked this video so far, be sure to drop a like down below. Next, you're going to go to Filter, and you're going to go to Distort. Now, if I can remember correctly, you are going to go to Wave. This next part is very, very important. This is probably the most technical part of the entire video, guys. You're going to want to make sure your number generator is on 999. You're going to want to make sure your wavelength is a minimum of 71 and a max of 72. Then you're going to want to make sure your amplitude is a minimum of 34 and a maximum of 35. And then, of course, you can just leave the horizon and the horizontal and vertical at 100%. As well, you're going to want to make sure you're going to have the type as sign and the undefined areas as repeat edge pixels. So once you've copied these exact settings right here, go ahead and hit OK. Now we're actually really close to being done, guys, but obviously it doesn't quite look like a starburst effect, right? Well, you're gonna go ahead and go to Filter once again. I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are gonna go ahead and go to this Filter once again, back down to Distort, but instead of using Wave this time, we're gonna use Polar Coordinates. And look at that right there. There's the starburst effect. So you're going to make sure, don't do polar to rectangle because you don't want it to look stupid like that. Use rectangular to polar. You're going to go ahead and hit OK. And there you go. There's the starburst effect. Now this isn't necessarily the brush. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and make a new layer like that. And go ahead and use your quick select tool that's over here. Hold Shift. So you guys are going to want to go ahead and select all of these white parts right here. Make sure while you do this you hold Shift. It's very important. Once again, guys, make sure you're only selecting the white. I just selected that black piece right there twice. Make sure you're only selecting these white parts of this starburst effect we have going on here. You might need to make your brush size smaller if you get any small ones like this. But just make sure you only have the white side. Once you've done that, make sure you have layer 1 selected. Control and then tap the X key. So now we're really close to being done, guys. What you're going to want to do is hit Control A. After you hit Control A, you're going to want to go ahead up to this Edit tab over here and define from brush selection, and then name it whatever you want. You can name it starburst brush, or you know, whatever your heart so desires. And you're gonna go ahead and hit OK. I don't want to. Actually, it won't make a difference. And so you should, once you select your brushes, you should be able to scroll. I have 2 of them now because I just made a second one. You're going to want to go to default brushes and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and they'll be right there. So if this tutorial did help you guys, be sure to drop a like down below, and I'll make more Photoshop tutorials for you. But as for now, this is your Warrior signing off, and see you guys.